Hello, ladies and gentlemen. You weren't ready for that intro, right? In today's video, we're out here in Uppsala, Kristallen Discgolf Park. And I thought for today's video, I would play forehand only. And the reason is, during the winter, I don't trust my forehand at all, so I basically don't throw forehands. No. God. But now, I was gonna say it's summer, but it's still really cold and windy. But yeah. I need to be able to trust my forehand again, because I'm gonna play bigger tournaments. There's 2 layouts, 9 holes, short and long tee. We're gonna start with the long tee and then finish with the short. Let's go, forehand only. Hole 1, definitely not a forehand hole. 100 meters, slightly going right, but then kind of finishing towards the left side. So you want to throw a overstable backhand here that kind of finishes straight to fading left. But we're gonna have to go with a flippy forehand here. So I'm gonna go with my new K1 Grind 11. Steep hyzer, flip it up, hopefully just go straight down the fairway. I can't get it to finish left, so I'm just gonna have to finish straight and make a putt. But we're doing 2 off the first. This is the first throw of the day. That was too far left. Almost fought its way through. We can save a birdie. No, not birdie. Par from there. Or we could throw it in. I don't really have anything flippy and fast. Well, maybe I can reach it with a Lutz. You know what? Maybe Falk. It really doesn't line up for a forehand though. Gonna have to go tight on the right side with a lot of hyzer. Glide. Wow. That's actually a putt. I'm definitely inside C2. Don't really know if I have something in the way. Went a bit too straight, threw it a bit too low as well. But it's a chance. It's a decent shot. We're off. Alright, so I'm saying that if I have a chance for a normal jump putt, then I will go for a normal putt. But if I'm outside where I'm not comfortable straddle jump putting, if I have to go for a spin putt, then I'm gonna go for a forehand instead. But right now it's a normal straddle jump putt, so I'm gonna go for a normal putt. I would want to go here though, but this tree is in the way. So we're gonna go right side and kind of hyzer down. Probably like 16, 17, maybe a bit longer. First putt of the day. Good line. Let's go, one more. Also good line, a bit too low. But we're off, par start, it's okay. This wasn't a hole I was even expecting to have a look on, so happy with the tee shot, but a par is according to plan. Remember to get my merch on pug.se. Check out bouncebackdiscgolf.com to get towels, patches and pins. Code KKDG for 15% off. Head over to Rocket Discs. Use my personal code KevinK5 for 5% off. It's not much, but it's something, and you're helping me out, so win-win. Alright, hole 2, really tricky tee shot here. You can see the line, very tight, but it's a par 4, 143 meters. Basket is like over there, so first shot, get through, ideally finish right, but if you just get through the tunnel, you should have something. And I don't really know what speed I want to throw here. I think I could get to the corner with like a batty, but maybe it's smarter to go with like the Jan on a slight Annie, just force it through. Yeah, let's go with the Jan. And if I hit something, because it's a K1 soft, it's not gonna kick that far, so that's good as well. Important tee shot though. That just slipped out of my hand. That was horrible. It's a difficult tee shot. Hopefully we can save par. Alright, just outside the fairway here, but I do have a gap between here, so I think I'm going with the Jan again. Pretty high, I think. Come back. Perfect. I think that's perfect. Alright, it was basically the perfect shot. I guess I trickled a bit too far right, but I do have an open gap here. Not really sure where to go. I could go right side Annie, I could go straight at it, and I can go hyzer. I think I'm going hyzer with the K1 Barry. I went to the right of it, but it's okay. It's a putt. Alright, first putt of the day, like 6 meters. Let's see where we're at today. Felt quite awkward, but it's in. It's a par. Hole 3, par 3, 110 meters, tunnel shot. This is also a backhand hole, because it lines up for like a straight backhand, slightly turning right and then going straight. But for a forehand, you have to bring both right and left side into play. So I'm going with one of these, and I don't know which one. This one? Okay. You didn't even notice. That's like the meme you showed me today. This one. She sent me this meme. When I can't pick between 2 options and I ask someone to choose for me, and they don't pick the one I subconsciously wanted. You didn't pick the right one. Going first round good, forehand, hyzer flip, get it up there. Really difficult birdie here though. Well, Didn't really flip as much as I thought, but I hit the gap perfectly. Let's go with the one you chose, just to see if you picked the right one. Same result, doesn't matter. I feel like you guys know this mistake by now, but I turned off the microphones to save battery while letting people play through. So here we are, post commentary. It's only for the next hole though. Straddled up against this tree, but this was actually really close to going in, but you can't really see it. But a tap in par. But hole 4 is a 69 meter backhand hyzer, so I'm going with my flippy Stig, trying to get a nice turn, but it doesn't turn as much as I want, so I fade out early. I do have a putt just outside the circle though, and that's where I'm at home, so you know where this one is going. Back to live production. Alright, I just had to walk up and check what the OB looks like on this hole, but it actually lines up for a forehand, so it's perfect. But hole 5 is a par 4, 189 meters, with hazard the entire left side. So you want to go through this gap and then just finish out right, because that's the safe spot. From there it's gonna be a tough forehand approach though. It's basically a backhand spike hyzer, so we'll have to figure something out. But I'm sorry about the microphones, I messed it up. But we're back in business, going over stable good here. Just commit to the line, push it hard, let it finish hard right. Come back, go right please. Oh, thank you, wind. I think that was heading towards the hazard, but I got the lift last second, so I think it's safe. Alright, so about 100 meters left, and as you can see, really easy backhand hyzer. But I have to go forehand, so I guess we're going good again. Well, let's go with my flippiest one. Headwind though. Yeah, just keep it tight, should work. As long as I get past the hazard, I'm okay. Oh no, we got the lift. Well, oh, okay. Hello? What are you doing? What even happened to that disc? What the crap? I'm safe though, I made it over the hazard, but that was insane. When I got the lift, I thought it was gonna go like over the fence to the right, but it like dropped and got a flip again. That was insane. Doesn't look like much, but this was an insane shot into this wind, and I'm like 15 from the basket. What's going on now? This is crazy. I'm falling over. So it's a right to left headwind, really strong. What do we do then? Let's do a little spinny one. Try to keep it flat. Okay. I thought I was gonna hyzer a bit and push left. No? Okay. It only goes straight then. But I'm super happy with the par on this hole, especially in this wind. Forehand, that's not the play for this hole. It's a par. Alright, hole 6, 87 meters, pretty much straight ahead. Tunnel shot. I think we're going Thunderbird. Should be pretty good here. And I can swing it pretty far right with a slight Annie, just to make the fairway as big as possible. So let's do that. No, not enough Annie. Ah. That's a little bit more overstable than I thought. Let's try the looks instead. That's better. That's parked. Well, we can still make it. Interesting lie. Can I do like this, maybe? Yeah, this is okay. You know it's a birdie. Let's try to make it. Let's go birdie X actually. Still a birdie. No. This tree is in the way. Still a par. Important part today, stay out of trouble, don't get bogeys. Hole 7, 91 meters, and not a forehand hole. I don't know why I chose this course to do this challenge on. Should have probably done it somewhere else. But it's okay, it makes it more challenging. Let's go Lutz. And I think I'm going in the right gap and just going for a long right to left turn the entire way. That's the one thing I couldn't do. Oh. That's so bad. Alright, I guess we have to go Stig, late flip. I only got like 18 meters from the tee, so it's like 73 left into a headwind with a really flippy disc, because we have the touch. Flip more, flip more, flip more. No! It was perfect! It was so good. Oh, that little branch. And now I did exactly what I told you not to do on the last hole. Stay out of trouble, don't get bogeys. We are in trouble and we're probably getting a bogey. Oh. So annoying. Very unlikely make here into the headwind. We're gonna give it a chance. Get up! I hate getting the line, but not giving it a chance. How does it drop into a headwind there? That was really weird. I didn't even have nose down. So it's a bogey, which is what we couldn't do, but we did it. So that sets us back. And now I think it's an open hole, which makes it very interesting in this wind. Alright, hole 8, 114 meter, par 3, basket on top of the hill, and it's an island green with hazard around it. You could go for the layup short of the hazard, then just a short approach and get your par, That's not fun, is it? We came here today to see what we can do with the forehand, so we need to try. Let's go with the Gould tailwind, so I'm going with the flippier one. Give it height and an and just glide. Go, go, go! Why did it? Okay. I think it's in front of the hazard because it was so short. Why did it drop? It's into a right to left tailwind. So I thought it was gonna like lift the disc. Let's go for one more, see if we can reach it. Let's go with the destroyer, go for a real flex. Why does it drop? That's so weird. Alright, so don't mind what I told you. This was 100% a layup. Yes, very much. And here I'm just throwing it into the hill so it slides up. You don't want to test your putt on this green. This is insane. That is a tester putt on this green. I'm doing everything that I'm saying that you shouldn't do. Why did I choose this course? I'm almost outside, I think. I'm just outside. That's so bad. I was trying to hit it here, but it got slammed by the wind and just sat in this thick grass instead. Tailwind. If I miss, I'm gonna have at least the same distance back. But we're not gonna miss, so it's okay. Oh, it's so close. I was aiming on the highest chain possible, just under the rim, but I should have aimed for the rim. Oh, I'm so annoyed. Now we're +1. Hole 9, par 4, 188 meters. Basket is like this way. And I'm going forehand, but I'm going forehand roller. So in the right gap, drift down and just cut as far left as possible, I think. Because I know when you play this hole normally, when you throw backhand, you always go too far. And you just want it to cut left earlier than you think. So that's what I'm trying to do here. I think that was a bit too tight, but I might have actually cut the corner. So let's see where that ended up. Okay, I did not cut the corner, and this is really rough. I don't even know what to do from here. Okay, I'll try to get around the corner somehow. Let's do it like this. I need to throw it so high. Oh my god, it was perfect again. The second time today. Perfect shot, just tickles a branch and gets slammed. I'm still in the open though. Like 92 left. Just a perfect Kaxisata backhand, but we have to go forehand, so I'm going Fall Kaiser flip. Thankfully I landed kind of in the middle though. Could have been much worse. Come back. Oh my god. Oh, what? How did... It looked like my disc teleported. It went into the woods on the left side, then I saw it going right on the right side. That was really weird, but I think I actually have a putt. That's crazy. This would be a miracle par save. 12 meters maybe. I thought I got it. But now we're off to the easier stretch of the course, the short 9. And I think we're leaving the long 9 at +2. So really rough first 9. We probably should have started with the shorter one, but the layout is long first and then short. I don't know why. But now the real birdie fest starts. Alright, hole 10 says hole 1, but it's now the other 9, so 55 meters, and of course it's a backhand hole. I don't know, Reko or Göte? Reko, okay. So really steep and tight Kaiser flip up. That's pretty much as good as I could have made it. Should be like 5-6 meters for the birdie. Like I thought, 5 or 6 meters. Hopefully our second birdie of the day. Let's go. I'm telling you, this is where the round starts. I should have really started with the short ones though.
Who said that?
Yeah, you told me to do that. But the layout is this way, so I just follow the layout. Alright, hole 2, 72 meters, going left. So it's a backhand. But I'm going Jan, pretty steep anhyzer and just fighting out the entire way. I think I should be able to reach it with this one. Way too low. Skip and glide. No. Horrible long one here, but I can still get it there with a straddle jump putt, so let's go for it. No. Drops in the tailwind. Perfect line though. That doesn't count, okay? Normal putt. I was making jokes. It doesn't count. Hole 3, well, hole 12 actually, and the last hole was 11, not 2. But 66 meters straight ahead, I think it's perfect for the Jan. Redemption for the last hole. Slight Annie out the hand, come back, go in the chains. Why do I always throw it so low? Why do I do that? Why do I freaking do that. That's better. Why do I throw the yarn so low? Give it height. Just on the edge, so let's jump. Let's actually make one. Or did I make one yet? I don't even know. This one is going in though. Told you. Actually, I made one on hole 4, I think. I remember. Alright, hole 4. Never mind, 13. 50 meters, backhand hyzer again. But I'm going Barry X on a Annie. Get it to pan down and just go towards the basket. 50 meters. Maybe we can give it a slight bid here. Looking good. I didn't hear anything. Can you see the basket? Oh, you can. I think that was short left, right? Short left, right. I must have got caught on something. Some outside again. Or this one isn't 50 meters. I feel like it's a bit longer. Can we make 2 C2 putts in a row? That's the question. The answer is yes. That was dead center. That feels good. So both rounds, birdie from C2 on this hole. That's good. Let's move on. Alright, hole 14, par 4, 132 meters. And it's basically the same hole, but the tee pad is a little bit further up here. So you could basically go for the island or the eagle if you're throwing backhand. And this wind is kind of helping it as well. But I'm just gonna have to lay up with a forehand. So the approach is gonna be really difficult anyways. But I'm going stall, lay it up like 80 meters up there. So I should have like 60 left maybe. Oh wow, sit. That's so safe. Now I'm gonna have like 80, 90 to the basket. I just didn't want to go in the hazard. 83 left into a really strong headwind. You know what? Let's go Halo Destroyer. Only thing I believe I can trust at this distance into this headwind. What? What's going on? Go in. Oh my god, that was close. Perfect shot. Almost went in, but it stopped in the headwind and I should be parked. Okay, apparently I was short. I thought it was past the basket. I don't even know. Now we have a really scary putt instead. I'm not good at this. Yes! It worked! I'm so happy I made that. That was so difficult, but I made it. I aimed low right and the wind just pushed it and kept it up. That was good. That was a good putt. Hole 15, 64 meters, and basically a straight shot, but this birch hanging out is in the way, so I'm just standing over here, going Jan, Annie, and hopefully not throwing it too low. It's time we actually give this one an honest bid. I feel like I've let this disc down this video. No height again! Why am I doing that? Why am I throwing my best forehand disc, except the Barry, too low? Why? Still inside the circle, but I wanted to give this a bid. To give it a bid, you have to throw it in the air. Pro tip. That's a really good putt though. I'm putting good, but I'm throwing awfully. I don't know. I'm not committing 100%. Let's commit. Come on. Hole 16, 69 meters. Going Stig into a headwind, but I just want to go with a standstill, soft, touchy forehand here. This is not a forehand type of course. Actually insane. No. Where did it go? Maybe it's a C2 putt. I was just scared of pulling it into these trees on the right side, so I flipped it over. That was bad. We've been putting good. Let's make this. Like 15 headwind though. Pretty strong one as well. Yes! Oh my god, I thought I was going right. That was a great putt. Let's go. Another birdie. And I think I'm proving that the short tees are a lot easier than the long ones. I went +2 on the long tees and I'm currently -5 through 6. No, 6 through 7 on the short ones. Tailwind, it's time. Actual redemption, let's go. Jan, 63 meters, hazard, island, let's go. Sit! First time I give it height and then I threw it way too far instead. Maybe it's a Barry here. Let's go for the ace. Oh my god! What? That was crazy! Now this is a scary putt. Into the headwind on a hazard island. I'm inside, right? Yeah, it goes here. Like 7, 8, uphill headwind. Let's go really soft and just try to float it in. I thought I was gonna lift more. Was close though. Okay, another par. That's 2 pars through 8 holes on the short tees. That's unfortunate, but we can still go 7 down on the short tees if we get the birdie on the last hole. So let's do it. All right, hole 18, the last hole, and it's a par 4, reachable with a backhand. But we're gonna just give it a toss. Let's see. Go 11, heiser flip up, just see how far we can get it up there. We should be able to save a birdie wherever we land, but if we just slice the fairway, we can probably get a long look for a eagle. So let's try. We have a tailwind as well, but heiser towards the tree in the middle, hopefully go to the right of it, but still flip up and go straight, or maybe left of it. I will decide after I have thrown. And like I said, I was going left of the tree into the rough and then kicking out in the fairway, just as planned. So here we have tester approach, actually. We have 66 meters left. Can I reach it with a birdie? I don't know. Let's go Göte. So heiser flip up and glide left at the end, maybe. Sit. That's so far, sit. Oh my God, I'm like 15 past the basket. I went so far. I'm telling you, the K3 Göte, you need to get one. It goes so far, probably the best mid-range ever. Go get it at rocketdiscs.com. Use my code KevinK5 for 5% off. Okay, I went way too far, but I got stuck here. Really weird lie. Well, this is okay, I think. Like 7, 8 for -7 on the short tees and -5 in total. No. Oh, that's so sad. It's okay. -4 total, -6 on the short tees, and +2 on the long. There are a couple of people that have asked me to do like a forehand tutorial, and I guess I don't feel like I'm qualified to do that, but I could give you some tips that make it easier if you're a beginner. And I can show you a couple things, just real quick. A couple of things I see a lot of people do when they're starting out trying to throw forehands is that they're throwing with their entire arm, just throwing it as hard as they can, but not getting enough spin, and that's why it wobbles a lot. And the tip I can give to you is just relax, use your wrist. It's more of a this kind of motion. Your wrist should be really loose, more than this motion. It shouldn't be like with your arm. If I do that, look at how wobbly this is gonna come out of my hand. Did you see that? That looked horrible. And look at this. Just really clean, a lot of wrist movement, so much easier. And then I see a lot of people like not knowing where to position their arm when pulling through. The tip I give to my father, for example, is to just imagine a table that you're dragging the disc across. It's the same thing when you're throwing backhand. It should be at the same level the entire way. It shouldn't like go from up to down or down to up. I'm not good at this because I actually do that, and I shouldn't do that. But it's the same thing for a forehand. Imagine dragging it across a table so it's like level the entire way, so you're not like going from down here to up, then you're gonna throw it too high, and if you're going like that, you're gonna throw it too low. Makes sense. If you're a beginner, my tip to you, throw only standstill forehands. Throwing while running up just complicates things, and then you're trying to throw a lot harder just naturally, and this wind is insane. But then you're not gonna get the same clean release, and you're gonna be focused on the wrong things. So just stand still, relax, smooth, and just a lot of wrist movement. Just like that. Just wrist. And then it comes out clean. So start off with that, and don't be scared to experiment with different discs. I know a lot of people just throw overstable discs to compensate for like their wobbly releases. I mean, you could do that, and you could like get it to work for you, which is great, but you're not gonna get that control that you actually want. So you can't throw understable things and get that late turn and yeah, just shape shots. Don't be scared to try a lot of discs. Understable as well, but do, like I said, stand still, smooth, relaxed, just a lot of wrist movement. And something I'm not great at is keeping the elbow tight to my body. The pros tell you to do this, I'm telling you to do this. I'm not great at doing this. I have a tendency to just open up around here, but you should be like really close. That gets you more spin and power. I'll try to do that here. It doesn't feel as controllable for me, but it's the better technique. But I'll show you a slow-mo of my form, and what you're gonna notice is that when I'm telling you to drag it across the table, why am I pulling it up here? Because I'm going up here and then pulling it across the table. But you can look at Ricky Wysocki, he goes really high. But the thing is, when you tuck your elbow into your body, the disc is naturally gonna stay on that plane, and that's when you want to keep it on the same level the entire way. So that's why I'm going up and then same height. So I'll show you a slow-mo of my forehand. So hopefully you can learn something from that. Hopefully I kickstarted your way to becoming a forehand professional. But thank you guys so much for watching, and big shout out to you if you watched the entire video. Remember to like, subscribe and comment down below what you want to see next. Don't forget the bell as always, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.